I'm not perfect, like like anybody. So awakening for me is about realizing that I'm not perfect and maybe trying to be a little bit better. This is the funny thing, when you write a show, they'll say to you in September, what is your show about? And you'll say, oh, it's about this, and you'll give it a name, and then you write the show, and it's barely about that at all. I try to talk about my own life, my own upbringing, and trying to feel more conscious of the world around me, and trying to be more, I guess the word is woke nowadays, but just, I don't really like the word. It's part of my show title. I think that for me it's about just being more conscious of everybody around you and being a better person. And I went to an all-boys school, like a very traditional all-boys school in New Zealand, and it was always quite sort of strange. There was this kind of masculine kind of need in that kind of environment, where it can be quite homophobic and quite strange. And I think New Zealand to this day struggles with race issues the same way that Australia does. One thing about this culture is I think everybody's trying to prove how conscious they are rather than actually do it. Comedy is a reflection of society. I don't think we as performers tell people what to think, but we do point a finger at the things in society so that they'll start to think about it. We have this idea that comedy has to be if you're going to do an hour, you just have to have laughs all the way through, and that's not necessarily true. The best comedy shows I've ever seen are introspective and vulnerable and interesting. Somebody asked me once, do you play a character on stage? And I said, no, I play a character in the rest of the world. I don't know. None of us have the answer to what's stringing everything together in the universe, but sometimes kind of things just happen in a show that are hilarious, and that's a moment, that's a gift from the world to you. Oh yes, 100%. Yeah, no, people, if you're a straight man, I think probably the most attractive quality you can have is be funny. I'm a below average looking man, but fortunately for me, I'm very funny, so at least as far as the average person goes.